If a voice message sounds like your child, your boss, or a public figure and asks for urgent money, do one thing first: stop the conversation and verify through a separate trusted channel. That is the warning sign and the protective action for today. This is a defensive awareness briefing about AI voice cloning, deepfake-style impersonation, phishing, and financial fraud. No criminal instructions, just what victims may see and how to stay safe. The FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center warns that criminals use generative artificial intelligence to make fraud schemes more believable and easier to scale. The FBI describes AI-generated text used in social engineering and spear phishing, AI-generated images used for fake profiles or documents, AI-generated audio used to impersonate public figures or personal relations, and AI-generated video used to create believable depictions of public figures. The key lesson is that the old advice, look for bad grammar or awkward wording, is no longer enough. AI can make a fake message sound polished, personal, and emotionally convincing. The FTC gives a very practical example: a family emergency scam. You get a call from a panicked voice that sounds like your grandchild, your parent, your spouse, or your friend. The caller says there was an accident, an arrest, a medical emergency, or another crisis. Then the pressure starts: send money now, do not tell anyone, stay on the phone, or use a payment method that is hard to reverse. The FTC warns that voice cloning can make that call sound familiar enough to override your normal skepticism. The danger is not only the technology. The danger is the combination of a familiar voice, emotional pressure, and urgency. Here are 5 warning signs to remember. First, urgency. The message demands immediate money, gift cards, cryptocurrency, wire transfer, or login approval before you have time to think. Second, secrecy. The caller says not to contact anyone else, not to call the police, or not to tell another family member or coworker. Third, channel control. They try to keep you on the phone or inside one chat thread so you cannot independently verify. Fourth, payment pressure. They push irreversible or unusual payment methods. Fifth, identity shortcuts. They expect you to trust a voice, a profile photo, a video clip, or a caller ID instead of a known phone number or in-person confirmation. Why does this work? Fraud is often about emotion before it is about technology. AI-generated audio or text can lower the effort required to create believable messages, but the victim experience is still built around fear, hope, authority, romance, investment opportunity, or embarrassment. A deepfake voice does not have to be perfect. It only has to be convincing for a few stressful seconds. That is why your best defense is a verification habit that does not depend on whether you can spot the fake. Use the safe verification routine. 1. Pause. Do not send money, codes, passwords, gift cards, crypto, or account approvals during the first contact. 2. Switch channels. Hang up or leave the chat, then contact the person through a phone number, workplace directory, video call, or family contact you already had before the emergency. Do not use a number or link supplied inside the suspicious message. 3. Use a shared phrase. Families and small teams can agree on a simple safe word or question that is never posted online. 4. Confirm with a second person for high-impact requests. If the request involves money, credentials, remote access, payroll, vendor bank changes, or sensitive data, require a callback and a second approval. 5. Save evidence if it is safe: screenshots, caller ID, email headers, usernames, wallet addresses, transaction IDs, and timestamps. For businesses, the same pattern applies to executive impersonation and invoice fraud. A message that appears to come from a CEO, finance leader, vendor, recruiter, or IT administrator should not be approved just because the writing style or voice sounds right. Build controls that assume synthetic media can exist. Require verified callback numbers for payment changes. Use multi-person approval for wire transfers and payroll changes. Train employees that slowing down is not disobedience, it is the security procedure. Limit who can reset passwords or approve new payment details, and log those approvals. If you think you already responded to an AI-assisted scam, act quickly. Contact the bank, payment app, card issuer, or crypto exchange immediately and ask whether the transaction can be stopped or traced. Change passwords from a clean device if credentials were shared. Enable multi-factor authentication. Tell your workplace security or IT team if company accounts or payment processes were involved. Report fraud to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov, and report internet-enabled financial fraud to the FBI at ic3.gov. Include the messages, phone numbers, usernames, websites, payment details, and timing if you can. The bottom line, AI voice cloning and generative AI do not make every message fake, but they do make trust signals weaker. A voice can be copied. A profile photo can be generated. A message can be polished. Verification has to move outside the suspicious conversation. Stop, switch channels, confirm independently, and report quickly. Sources are linked in the description.